Hey, everybody. Hi, Anne Marie.
Hello. Hi, Danny.
It's been a long time since we got together to read.
Yeah.
When we started out, you were doing astrology, and we did a past life astrology reading, if I remember right.
Yeah,
And then you went off into outer space.
I did.
You
I
did.
went from the planets straight on to the stars.
And I remember you saying, you said, hey, I'm doing this starseed astrology now. Correct me if I get the terminology wrong. And that you looked at my chart from when we did this, and you said that I had a lot of star seeds, Lyran, I think Arcturian and Palladian in there, which I was like, yeah, okay. And what does that mean to me? And since that time, I don't know who you are anymore. I don't know where to find you. You keep changing your YouTube name.
I do. Yes, I do.
So who are
Guilty.
you? Who are you?
I am Anne Marie. I have always been Anne Marie, but now my YouTube channel is Starseeds Rising. So it went from initially, like way back before, like when we first contacted, it was AMology, because that's
Right.
my email, and it's AM like Anne Marie ology, the study of Anne Marie, getting to know me. So AMology was what it was. And then I had a reading with Lena Rodriguez, and she was like, yeah, no. She didn't like that name at all. She was like, yeah, no. And she said it had some, my name should have something to do with angel, like the word angel came up to her. And then the star card came out in 3 different flips that she did for me. So I was like, okay, well, angel star. And then because I was doing past life readings, I've added karma onto the end of it. So angel star karma. Well, then if, as you know, we're talking to Akashic Bob, he's saying that, you know, we're clearing out all of our karma. Karma is going away. So I was like, well, then let's get it out of the name. So I went to Angel Star Rising. And then I just got certified, the word that you don't want to hear. I'm certifiable now.
Yes.
In Julia Balaz's program, Galactic Astrology Soul Reading, which is her certification program from the Starseeds Astrology. And so I changed just this week when I got my certification to Starseeds Rising. So I still have the star and I have rising, and I stuck seeds in the middle of it. I'm no longer
awesome.
an angel. The angel's gone.
Awesome. So I am so confused now. But it's all good, because I'm going to put it down at the bottom, just the end, just the one where if people want to connect with you and get and when they connect and they get a reading, they ask you for a reading, what does that mean?
So a reading would entail, I have a little video that I just posted on my channel that explained, when I got certified, I explained what it would, and gave a little video of what my readings entail. I tap into your soul, my higher self connects with your higher self, and then I get whatever message downloads that I need, like your soul origin, your soul essence, the star systems that your soul has traveled through. I'll pick up any past life issues here on Earth that relate to those star systems. I can pick up on your spirit team, and whether or not there's any ETs or, you know, beings from those star systems that are on your spirit team, and look at how you're doing in your karma, transmuting your karma, and whether it's all personal or collective or ancestral.
Wow. So your calendar, is it fairly open?
It's filling up.
Because it's going to get really
well, it is going to get really
busy.
Because Julia is actually going to be on Pam Gregory's channel. And yeah, they're doing a video, and that's why she was really trying to get us all certified, because there's no way she can keep up with, she needs to download to people, say, all right, here. So,
Oh, when you were talking just then, I went, oh my gosh. I mean, you're going to be so busy.
yeah.
You're going to be,
And I have a full-time job too, but yeah, so I don't do, at this point, I'm only, trying to do like 1 or 2 a week, because it does take a lot of time.
yeah, I'm sure.
And, yes.
People don't realize that, how much work it does take to get into a reading. Yeah. Speaking of readings, let's do some
reading to do. Yeah,
we do.
All right.
So I was blown away that you had the ET contact cards.
I have all the ET contact cards.
And so this is like the only one I have besides my Starman deck. And after I did the ET show, I was so wiped out. I mean, I'm done. And I just didn't want, I wasn't going to get any cards. I didn't want any cards. And then, well, now I'm getting more comfortable with it. So these cards.
You didn't want any more ET cards, or you didn't want any more cards?
I didn't want any ET cards.
I see. Okay.
And I just wanted to take a break from ETs. They didn't want me to take a break.
Oh.
I think. And so a friend of mine gave me these, which is awesome.
That's a very good friend.
I guess I am okay with getting cards.
Yeah.
And these cards are super powerful.
They really are. You know the story behind them. You know that Bashar, Daryl Anka, who channels Bashar, they're his cards. You obviously, because that's his name.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Barbara Hand-Clow is the one that produced them, and she's a famous astrologer and author. So they're packed with wisdom and
they're so simple. They're so simple when you look at them until you look at them, and then so we both did readings, and we're going to get into some of the readers' questions. And thank you guys for submitting your questions. They were awesome. But I asked Anne-Marie to do a 5-card spread. I did a 5-card spread, and I'm going to go first because
you're the host.
But you should go first. You're the guest, but I'm going first because I'm the host. My question for the cards was, what is the message that the ETs want to share with us today? What is their message that they want us to hear? Because so many people are getting downloads, getting visits. They're being frightened. They're not being frightened. They're questioning their own sanity. So I did a 5-card spread, and it's interesting with this system. There are 5 different categories, and the categories are hang on, I'm going to tell you in a minute. Tell you 1 minute. So the categories are the planets, that's the environment that we're in. The stars, that's the illumination that is coming into us. And this is very simplistic in what I'm saying. The ships are the vehicles where the messages are coming in from. And you can add if you get something different. The aliens, they are the energy representative. So how the energy is coming to you, in what form it's coming to you. And What else? What else? Oh, crop circles.
Yeah, the crop circles are my favorite.
And so one of the questions I had, crop circles are the advice and the messages. So the question that I was thinking of when I was thinking of crop circles was, so some people are going to say that they're man-made, and certainly some of them are, but man, you got to be a little whacked to do all that work for a practical joke.
Some of them are
That's
just beautiful.
that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
there's no way. There's some that is just, there's no
some
way.
that, yeah, they're just so detailed. And even if you were so crazy that you as a human said, I'm going to go play a practical joke and make a crop circle, don't you think that the message that you're creating in that circle comes through, that the ETs are channeling what they want through that practical joke?
Maybe.
I kind of think so.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so real quickly, I'm going to go through this kind of quick. It's
Okay.
not going to be very detailed.
Okay.
But what do the ETs want to tell us? And the first position, I got a planet, which is Chiron.
Chiron. Uh-huh.
Chiron. Okay. So this is a transition, and this is a threshold to cross the physical and the metaphysical, right? So what do the ETs want to tell us? Well, here we are on the planet, and here is this metaphysical thing out there. We're crossing over. We're still hanging on to the earth, maybe a little too hard, but they want us to cross over to that metaphysical range. Position 2 is the space station, and this space station is source. So as we transition from the earth to the metaphysical, and we're going, are there really ETs out there? Are there really, big guys with big blue heads? Source energy is all one. And so as soon as we realize that we are going to source energy, where all is one, where the creator is, that space station will make that transition a little bit easier.
Wonderful.
The third position is hang on one second. Hang on. I've got to go back to what these positions mean. I'm sorry. Oh, here it is. Sorry. So the first position is the seeker, and that is Chiron. We are seeking to move to the transition. The second position is the conditions or the circumstances about this reading, and that is source energy. The third position is any messages from the guides, and what the guides are saying is the comet message, which is it's a repetitiveness, and it because comets keep coming around, and so there's a familiarity to this that we kind of may be thinking like, I've been there before, I've seen this before, maybe a little deja vu, but it's different. And so it's saying, pay attention to the signs and symbols. The fourth position is the journey required. And what I got is, oh my gosh, this gave me chills.
Yeah.
Galactic.
Oh, wow.
This This is the crop circle galactic, which in a crop circle, it reminds us to use our resources wisely. So it's got an earth feel to it, but also not to hang on to things too tight, to let them go, to use everything. So when I pulled this and I'm thinking about hanging on to our resources too tight, what am I hanging on to in the past too tight that's not letting me go on my journey that the ETs want me to go to? The last card, the fifth card, is the most likely outcome if I use all of this information. And I got ships and I got pod. And for us, what the ET message is, this is our individual journey that we need to take with this.
Wow.
And what the book said, which I thought was really, really powerful. Hang on, I've got to get, I dropped it. Hang on. Ships, pod, sorry. This was really cool, this last paragraph. Sometimes the easiest way to begin to realize our true identity is to admit that we don't actually know ourselves. We can then give ourselves permission to drop out our limiting definitions and allow the infinite to reveal who we really are created to be.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Wow.
That's amazing.
So the ETs really want us, according to this reading, to step into this new awareness, let go of what's holding us back, take care of the planet, number one, but let go of that and think about a different realm as we move forward in our little pods and travel to the ET land.
Awesome.
Yay.
I like it.
What did you get?
Okay. I had it all. I had a separate camera and everything, but I like your way better. I'm just going to pick up the cards rather than try to do that technology stuff. So the first card position is the condition or the question, because and I got probe, which is observe, is to stay unemotional, to just observe from a position of neutrality, and be able to, you don't want to have rose-colored glasses on. You don't want to have mud-colored glasses on. You want to see things as they are, because that's the position that you're going to be able to get the most information from, is just being neutral and seeing. So then the second is the conditions. Second position is the conditions. And we've got Maldek. So it's kind of a mess out there. This is destruction, but it's also, this Maldek is a planet that we believe was destroyed. It was in between Mars and Jupiter, and it was destroyed, and it is now the asteroid belt. And so it was in a position of, it had its own elliptical around the sun, its own orbit. And now all these pieces are still orbiting the sun. They're like in a state of trauma, but they're still like putting one foot in front of the other and still just kind of going in shock as if they're still a planet, and they're not. Some of the pieces, though, have branched off and become, they believe 2 large pieces are now the moons of Mars. And there are also possibly pieces that were pulled into Jupiter's orbit, into Jupiter, because Jupiter, is expansive, pulls everything into it because of its pull, gravitational pull. So what I took out of this is that, when, while we're observing others that possibly have been hit with trauma, not to judge them, to recognize they're probably doing the best they can, staying one foot in front of the other. If we can guide them to take a better chance, take a veer off of their path of trauma into a finding a new way or a better way for ourselves or for who we're watching. I think, you know, we all need to like get past the trauma. So the third position is the message. Is that right? Third position on your,
yes.
I know. Well, I just did 5 cards. I didn't actually like have a specific.
Oh, okay. I was using
But
the
it was all,
5-card thing.
yeah,
go
well,
ahead.
no, and it's all fitting because when I was listening to what yours were. So if it's the message, then this is prop circle, Mr. Curly Man.
Oh,
And he's all about the lighter side of things.
yeah.
You know, just stay happy. You know, look for the brighter side. Lighten up. It's all good. This is like the Fool card. You know, just stay in the positive, and you're going to be okay. And then the fourth is the advice
Process, journey.
process, the journey. Okay, mothership. So unconditional
Ooh.
love. There's nothing better than unconditional love to get you through anything. And not helicopter mom, but spaceship mom. You know, it's unconditional love, and it's nurturing, and it's edification. And so the process is always going to be love, I think. Then the final card is the outcome. And we have hybrids. And that is balance. That is integrating polarity, good and bad, male and female, positive, negative, alien and human. It's a balance. And as long as we're observing from a position of neutrality, we can find the right balance.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, I love these readings. You know, the Maldek, is that the one that all the
Mhm.
that, so that's like the tower. Yeah, that's like the tower card. It's like a
Right.
rebirth card to
Yeah.
it too. And we can get stuck in the just all the debris,
Mhm.
or we can spin off and be a moon. We
Find a
can
new
be,
life. Right.
yeah, a new life. Yeah.
Yeah.
So awesome. Okay. So we got some, those are powerful messages. I'm still processing a little bit. We got some questions. So let's dig in to see if we can answer some of these questions that we got. One of the subscribers, and I'm not going to mention her by name, Juno. Oops. Sorry. That slipped. But it appears that Juno is looking for love in an ET form. So she wanted to know, so goofy. She wanted to know, do the cards see a need in the future for an ET dating service? And I think she wants the number. I'm not sure.
For ETs only?
Yeah.
For ETsonly.com.
Yeah. Find your ET sweetie. ET meet me.
Oh, I like that one. etmeetme.com.
etmeetme.com.
Or they're probably going to need their own extension. .et.
Yeah. Okay. And then she had some other really Martian meetup. Come on. Why limit it to just Martians? Okay.
Break out of the box a little further than just Mars.
She said
Lots of stuff out there.
So let's just look. Let's just see what we can come up with. Is what did the ET say? I'm just going to pull 3 cards.
Okay.
Because it'll go on we'll be here forever, which would be fine with me.
And I got cards flying out.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh.
ET. Do ETs want? I think they do want to meet up, but is there? Do they want a service? And I just heard you're a service. I'm a service. Here we go. Do they want to meet up? Do they need an ET dating service? I'm going just with dating. Oh. Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you got?
Okay. I'll go first. Well, I got so the ship that I got is the Explorer ship, and that. Uh-oh. How come yours is different color than mine?
My camera's off, probably.
You know, I have issues with color.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Andrea's, she has all these color cards. I can't tell them.
Oh, okay. I
And
think
then
they're the same color. I think my camera, like this shirt is, people think I'm wearing purple all the time and I'm wearing black. So, you know, it's just, this is
Okay.
weird, but yeah, my
Okay.
camera is a weird color.
So Explorer ship, obviously. Curiosity.
Yeah.
And then when I was making fun of a Martian dating service, I said, why can't you expand it? Mars. I'm like, really? Mars? Okay, so that's a 5 card to me. That is more of a even though it's the 4th planet, it's a conflict card. It's the card of fighting and wars and things like that. What's that?
Battleship, conflict.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
And then speaking of dating services,
destruction.
all that destruction, wars,
I got
destruction.
observe. I got the probe again. Observe from a place of neutrality.
So no, they don't
I don't think they
want
want it. No, they want to they want to observe us. They don't want to get involved.
Yeah. They're looking down on us going,
Got too much conflict. Yeah.
We don't want anything to do with you.
Nope.
And a dating relationship type thing.
Right.
No.
They're here to advise us. Or to observe, advise. Yeah.
Yeah.
And whatever else. My boyfriend would say, eat us. It's a cookbook. It's a cookbook.
To do what? What does he say?
He always says, you know, whenever I talk about this stuff, he says, you know, yeah, their message is it's a cookbook. Yeah, whatever there's some movie somewhere. He knows all the old movies, and there's an ET like transcription or something, and they're trying to decode it, and they're all loading up into the spaceship to go back with the ETs to their planet. And the secretary comes running, don't get on the board, don't get on the ship. It's a cookbook.
It's a Coke block?
Cookbook. They're gonna
Cookbook.
they're gonna eat us all.
Like Coke block. I'm like,
Cookbook.
you know,
I'm sorry, I'm laughing too much and I can't even talk.
So what does your boyfriend think of you in all this ET stuff?
He's cute. I think, I mean, I don't think.
Oh, no, we're not talking about his physical attributes here.
It's kind of like he says, you know, whenever I talk, and I don't know if all guys are like this or not. He says that all guys are. If you know your girlfriend's talking too much and you say, you're so pretty. So whenever I talk about ETs too much, he'll just say, you're so pretty. And that's code for shut up.
Yeah, I have a code word for shut up.
What's that?
Shut up. no, so my wife, she just kind of shakes her head and she just changes the subject real quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
She'll play along for a little bit, but I said, so if I go down this rabbit hole, like really deep, are you going to still want to be around? She goes, you're already in really deep and I'm still here.
There you go. There you go.
All right, then.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. I'm going to pull the ones up that came in first. Jennifer Cooper. She said, different readers say within 3 to 5 years, ETs will make themselves known to us. And I guess that's to the general population because
Like
they're
full disclosure. Mhm.
Yeah. What's that?
Full disclosure,
Yeah.
possibly like landing on the White House lawn or something, where we all,
Yeah.
something.
Maybe coming up to Will Smith and slapping him.
Right.
Because wasn't he the one in Independence Day where he goes,
That's right.
grabs
Yeah.
an ET and he
Yes.
smokes a cigar? So maybe they're going to land and they're going to come out. All right. That was whatever. I don't, for entertainment only. Hey, is that an ET?
Yes. This is my ET. Mwah.
All right. So, any idea how this will look? Will it be worldwide all at once, a few places at a time? Are they going to be saving humanity from something cataclysmic? That's a lot of questions. Let's just ask, will they just, let's see if we can get an idea. Is it just going to be all at once or is it going to be bits and pieces? All at once, like they're going to just go, boom, we're here. Or is it, now what I'm hearing is it's going to be bits and pieces, but a lot of bits and a lot of pieces. But let's just see if we can get an idea from the cards. What do you sense?
Well, I sense that there's already so much contact. And so the people that believe they don't need further evidence, and the ones that don't, it won't matter how much evidence there is, they're not going to believe. So,
well, here's something that I struggle with. And it's, I believe it, but I'm not seeing anybody with my senses, right? But I'm seeing them if I step out of my earthly, I'm looking at that crop circle now. If I let go of the earthbound and move into in between worlds, then yes, I do. But some people actually see them.
right. But when you say, when you go in between worlds, you do, are you saying like when you go into the spiritual world, like astral travel or something, you see them currently?
Yeah, when I go into my shamanic journeys, spiritual, just into, get quiet, go into the other realm through the veil, then yes.
Well,
and
that's what they
seeing
are.
them, it's sensing them so much, not seeing, sensing.
Okay. Because most, from what I'm learning, is we're not talking about 3D ETs. We're talking about, they're higher dimensionals. And so they're not physical, so when you see the orbs flying around, when you have dreams and you have them in your dreams, that is contact.
Yes, absolutely.
So that is contact, that is disclosure. And we need to advance our mind beyond the 3D and expect them, to keep like sitting down at the table next to us and realize that they may very well already be sitting down at the table next to us. And because we're looking at it through our 3D glasses.
Absolutely. So when the question was, are they making themselves known to us?
Is
It's
it
like,
ready?
well, what is your definition
Yeah.
of known to
So
us?
that
Yeah.
makes the question even more broad then. So, is this going to be another 3-quarter or are we going to do, let's see.
Oh, we're gonna use all of them.
Okay. We might need them.
No, it's just a 3D. And well, let's ask, because I think we did answer that.
Intuitively, we
Let's just see
Yeah.
how many people are gonna be waking up to this.
Okay.
Let's see if,
Ah.
I don't even know if that's,
Oh, I got it. Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Cool. I got sun god. So it's a male god, but it's like, look at the antenna kind of. And this is, if the sound,
Hold
to
it up
me-
closer.
sorry,
Yeah,
the radiation or whatever you want to call those, the
Yeah.
waves are going up. They're going off of who's on the ground here. This is us reaching up for the communication.
yeah.
Then I get Saturn, and Saturn is like limitations and wisdom. It's the knowing when it's real and when it's not, or knowing when to ask and when not to ask, knowing where to look and where not to look. So,
Mhm.
and then I got persistence. the
Oh.
man. So I think as far as when it will happen, I think they are being persistent in trying to communicate with us. And I think we don't know when it's communication and when it's not. We don't know that it's disclosure yet. So we're just keep sending signals without realizing that they're sending them back. We're just so busy on what we're doing. We're not paying attention to what they're trying to communicate to us.
Yeah. And I think, the message that I got with that persistence is it's also important for us to be persistent in asking for the contact, for the information, to be aware, to go into
Keep
our
sending these signals up.
imaginations.
Keep sending the signals up, but be ready to receive as well.
Yeah,
So.
good. So I think just going with what this just is confirming what we're talking about here. So I got 2 star cards, and I got Pulsar. And so this is like getting our attention. It's like, here it comes, boom, it's there. So yes, it is going to be getting our attention. And the next star card I got is Nebula, and when I look at this, it feels like it's still being hidden a little bit. But what the keyword is attention. I'm sorry, is potential.
Yeah.
So with that potential, I got, what did I get? Neptune, which is all about using your imagination.
Yes.
So when we talk about, are they sitting next to us at the dinner table? Well, they may not like collard greens and whatever we're serving. But if we use our imaginations and maybe go to their table, maybe we'll see it.
There you go. I like it.
Wow. Okay. So they're around. We just have to access it through our imaginations.
I think it's sooner than I think it's very close. I think
I do
it's,
too.
yeah, I think it's very, very close.
with that pulsar card.
That's like the planet Uranus to me. That's like, boom, you know, it's like the electric lightning bolt.
Yeah.
When you least expect it.
Yeah, I was thinking that same thing, that it's going to be kind of a shock to us. It's going to be like,
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
where'd you all come from?
Yeah.
Cool.
And they've been here all along, you know. It'll be like, oh wait, I recognize you. You were the guy from down the street, and now you're not the guy from down the street.
Yeah.
You're the guy from the other side of the galaxy. Okay.
Yeah. That's right. All right, here we go. Oh, this is Vixen Doe. In the early builders of what we now consider Egypt, Egyptians were truly influenced by otherworldly contexts. What of the personages, oh my gosh, I should have read this before, of Horus, Anubis, I can't pronounce his name. Vixen Doe, why'd you do this to me? Were they aliens and considered gods, or were they just myths and legends? So let me just shorten that up. Were the myths and legends of ancient times, were they aliens, or were they just somebody drinking too much ayahuasca in Egypt? Did they have ayahuasca in Egypt? I don't either. I know they had honey.
But that's more of a Native American thing, isn't it? Or no,
Yeah.
because people go to Southern and South America and Central America and places too. So
Right.
So that's just in this side of the world thing, maybe.
Yep. Okay. So I know they had something.
Yeah.
So were the myths and legends actually ETs? My intuition screams out yes.
But let's see what the cards have to say.
Because the cards don't lie. Ooh. Okay, got it. Well, I'm gonna go since you're looking down.
Yeah.
It does scream yes, because I got the wormhole.
Oh,
So, yeah. So yes. I got probe. Okay, so they're coming in, they're checking us out, they're leaving. So they come in, go out of the wormhole.
Right.
And they are this card again.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So what they're doing is shaking things up a little bit for us to realize our true potential.
Oh, wow. That's good stuff.
That's what I got.
Okay. I got Barbary Castle, which is body, mind, spirit. So they embodied all of that, you know, that at the beginning of humanity, they may have had a role in individuating us as humans. I think that they played a little role in that, in our body, mind, and spirit development. I have Zeta, intellect. So if you think about it, they're watching us, and they're in the room with us. So, and then I get Sirius, which is, come on, it's not serious. It's the playful, but the Sirius A and Sirius B, definitely they're the ones that I believe were what planted us here. They played a big role in planting us here. So I don't know. I kind of am going into that with that definite yes already too. So so that's how my reading's coming out.
Right, right. And we're not going to change our minds no matter what, the cards
And
say.
what would the cards, what would they say that would be like, you're crazy, we're just myths.
Yeah,
We have the
Yeah.
wrong deck for that. I think we.
all right, all right. Let's keep going. Who are the beings visiting us now? This is from Stone Dust and Stardust. Is that two people? Anyway, well, how do we reach out to them? Well, we already talked about that. We do it through our imaginations, through stepping through that veil and
Mhm.
changing our vibrations to a higher level, and just being aware that there is other things out there. And looking at synchronicities and noticing orbs, noticing cloud shapes, and yeah.
Paying
And
attention
here,
to dreams.
what's that?
Paying attention to dreams.
Yeah.
Ask
What
for
else if you
help.
can't remember your dreams? I can't remember I'm really working at it. I
Really?
get up and I have my pen in my hand and I go, "Oh, I forgot it." Anyway,
Oh,
it'll come.
well,
It-
it might be better to have like to use the voice recorder on your phone, and because looking for a pen and trying to write down, you're like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
easier just to talk. So if you just like record it and say a few words, I think
It'd
that
be better to have an implant in my brain.
you may already have one, and that's why you don't remember.
All right. She asked, do we trust the beings being contacted? And is there, how do we trust the beings that are contacting us? How do we trust?
Where does trust come from?
Yeah. How do we know that these beings are for our good versus trying to play a trick on us? That's a big question. I don't know if 3 cards are going to answer it, but we'll see. How do we know if the beings are for our good? I don't think you can turn around and say, oh, I heard it from an ET. It's got to be true. It's got to be good. It's got to be something, I think there has to be some.
I got black hole.
Uh-oh.
Introspection. I think that's what I'm saying. Trust comes from your feeling. You have to be in touch with your own source, and then you'll know what's trustworthy and what's not. Also got explorer, so be curious, but don't necessarily just buy into anything that you hear or see. And then I got the wormhole again. So connection.
Yeah. I got the same kind of things. I've got Uranus, which is your unconscious. So when we're in that state of if we go through that veil, and it's kind of, we're moving between consciousnesses, I guess. It's important for us to pay attention to the different sides. And then I got white dwarf, which is the challenge. And so it feels like it is a challenge to have discernment over what we're getting. We just can't, for me, you just can't accept it at face, you have to question a little bit of it, maybe.
Yeah, you have to feel what it is. How does it feel?
Yeah.
What's your knowing?
And, but if you go, well, I don't know. I don't know what I'm feeling. I'm searching for an answer and I hear it from an ET. So I'm going to believe it. I think you still have to step away from that a little bit and trust your heart.
Oh.
Okay, cool. Good question.
These are really good questions.
They are. Where are we with our time? Yikes. Let's do one more. I don't know if we can do this one. We'll do two more. This one's from Gina. I don't know if we can answer this, but let's just throw a couple of cards and maybe you can answer it later on. Maybe Gina needs to talk to you personally.
Oh, okay.
Because she wants to know who are the ETs that come to her window at night.
Oh, wow. We've got a card in here that looks just like that.
What's that?
There's a card in this deck that looks just like that.
Yeah.
That situation.
We just had it.
So, well, that's interesting. So I wonder if she's asking if they're ETs, or is she asking like why are they coming, or
She is asking
where are they from? Like what star system? I mean, are they good or
the
bad?
ETs
maybe?
that come to my window while I sleep, taking me anywhere. That's what she asked.
Oh,
Are
okay.
they? So let's look.
So is
Where
she
are they?
being, yeah, while she's asleep? Interesting.
Obviously, that card is coming up. Boy, I've been getting this Pulsar card a lot.
Wow.
It just flew out.
Attention, attention. Uh-oh.
Okay. All right. What'd you get?
Cargo ship.
Okay.
Which it's abundance, but what I feel is that yes, she may be going on board a ship. They might be taking her, but it's just for fun. It's not, they're not trying to hurt you or anything. And what I would think is then that it would be very interesting to see your chart and to see what connections you have, because you might have that connection in your lineage. And so they're just coming in because they're your family. And then I got Lyra, which is parent, which is family. So I think it's all, I believe they are taking you somewhere astrally, possibly, not necessarily physically, and that it's for, because they love you and they want to check on you.
Yeah. So they're getting your attention with Pulsar again. Okay. I got Earth Goddess.
Ooh.
So there's something, when you were saying family, mother-ish, maybe. And then I got, there's something going on with Quasar, cutting edge technology. So you're kind of like leading edge-ish energy there.
Yeah.
But
I would love to hear more from her. I want to hear the rest of the story.
maybe she'll contact you.
Yeah.
And you can contact her at meetupets.com.
.et.
There is none. All right, here is one. Here is one. This is from Karen. I had a very strange occurrence as a child. Woke up, not sure where I was. Then she realized she was in bed, but her feet were on the pillow. Right, so and the covers were folded down very neatly. Oh, this is too hard. She was wondering if these occurrences that she has where she's like sleeping and she gets flipped around in the bed, if that is an ET occurrence or if she is seeing ETs through a window. I'm just going to go with the bed. I'm just going to go with the bed thing where she's flipped around and her sheets are all made up real nice. So are these ET? Is that an ET occurrence? Well,
I got the probe again. So I think that maybe they are observing you. I also got Anunnaki, which is origin. And so if they're observing you, then it would be because again, you could be connected to them. And then I'm not sure what to do with this one. This kind of makes me think that you're actually initiating the contact.
well,
So
drop the card down again. What is that card?
that's the sun god.
Okay.
Crop circle, and it's but again with the waves, they're going from here up. It's like pulse, pulse, pulse.
Right.
So I think maybe she is actually initiating any contact, and they're observing her, waiting for.
Yeah, I got 2 ship cards, and there's an alien card in between them. So the 2 ship cards, I got battleship, and what was the other one? And tour.
Yeah.
So one is conflict,
Mm-hmm.
and one is leisure. So
vacation. Go on a vacation.
yeah, but she's like, I don't have enough money to go on vacation. I can't go on vacation. So I don't know. Maybe she's battling herself. In the middle, I got hybrid, which is a blending, a balance of the conflict and leisure. I don't know what the hell that means. It means, is she fighting, not going up? Is she, I don't know.
I think if we combine our 2 messages, what we could get is that she has some conflicting things going on in her mind, and she might be looking for an escape, and she needs to balance that out somehow. Maybe talk to somebody, and they're observing, and there's they're hearing your message. So I think it could be that they're there, but it also could be more self causing more from her own self. What is the word I'm looking for? She's initiating it because of whatever she's going through right now. Like just life is a little bit complicated and she's looking for an escape, possibly.
Looking to go on a leisure trip to
To ET land.
ET. Yeah, interesting.
You need some sleep. Everybody needs to get a good night's sleep and not worry about things. Don't worry.
I do, that's for sure. All right. We are done with the readers, with the questions that
Good.
came in.
Deck is down. Put your cards down, everyone.
Put the cards down. Quit picking them up. But I like them. So this has been awesome. Thank you, Anne
It's
Marie.
been fun. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And thanks everybody for submitting the questions, taking
Great
us to outer space. This is obviously for entertainment only.
Absolutely.
If you because I don't know. Anyway, if you want to contact Anne Marie for a reading or anything, I'll have her email down below. And are you changing your email address soon?
I'll have, yes, but I my regular one is gonna always be there.
Your imology@gmail.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.